You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Me not like you, where the Google symptom then 2 o'clock morning and don't try all the wellness trend them, but you know they woke. I just can pretend like I fine, but we finally don't get sigh for get answer to all we health issue them. Wellness unfiltered with Mabel. No fluff, no filter, no shame, just real talk, real health. The conversation we really need forget, but mental health, food, stress, woman and man health, sex education, healing and other thing them. New episode every Wednesday, 6 to 7 o'clock even time. Wellness Unfiltered with Mabel. Come as you are, let's get well. Unfiltered, live on Liberty Online TV.
Salon they take action for every mama and every pikin. Together we go reach zero. We all for take action so no mama no go die where it give life. No pikin no go die from preventable sickness. No pikin no go left behind for take maclate. The race to zero they on now.
But zero no go happen by chance. If you na mama or belle woman, take action. Go na clinic early. If you na papa, take action. Support mama, care you picking for maclate. If you na chief, take action. Encourage belle woman them for go hospital for the well body one. We all for take action for save the life of we woman and picking them. So join with today for take action for reach zero. This message they come out from the Ministry of Health together with the Ministry of Information and Civic Education.
The world they move fast, especially in the social media space. Every second, plenty things they happen. But waiting actually you they look for. Interesting story then at the social media where they shape your life. So, not waiting they happen at the problem, but how it affects you. Welcome to Trends. Also, we they bring you the real story them behind the social media noise. From technology, we don't take over the office them. To see them where they happen to we every day. We they dig deep, ask the hard question them but then story here. Join the conversation every Saturday, 10 to 11 o'clock na morning, na all Liberty Online TV platform them.
All right, good morning, viewers, and welcome to the Thursday edition of the Breakfast Show. Now, so go welcome on to yet another edition to the show where they bring you range of issues them where they happen all over the country. And we where they bring this edition come to you this Thursday morning. My name is Khadija Bangura.
And me na Mabel Kaba. Good morning. Today na Thursday and at the 27th day of August 2026. Inside this edition of the Breakfast Show, if you remember, the public relations officer for the Sierra Leone People's Party SLPP, Moses Mambu, been don talk na Liberty TV and other media rounds the way they do about elections being 2028 in words or 2030. So because of this, it don't spark a lot of conversation. We make one for hearing from people regarding this, and we decided say today we did look at this particular issue where Moses Mambu don dey talk about elections 2028 to or 2030. So we dey ask the question today if this realistic or not just mere assertion Moses Mambu when the PRO for the SLPP just they make regarding elections we suppose constitutionally for happen inside 2028. Also now this edition of the show we got to look at the condition of one of the major bridge them where they na Kwelu village na Fankunya chiefdom inside Moyamba district. Community people wait up now this particular chiefdom don't they call on government for ensure so they go fix this bridge as we dey in the rains. Then say they don't cut off access because the water don't overflow don't pass the bridge. We will go for talk to the acting chief for not waiting exactly and how the situation sound like for them. These are the two big issues where we discuss in this edition of the show.
Right, as we tell una, conversation begin very early for elections we suppose for be 2030, but Moses Mambu, sorry, I beg your pardon. Oh my God, 2028. But we don't get all in the middle. If una can remember, we host the SLPP PRO Nayaso. We talk about elections they happen 2028 or 2030. Well, this don't spark a lot of debates from the public and also the opposition All People's Congress. But before that, the All People's Congress have get their own internal issues where on Monday we host Dr. Richard Conte Nayaso, and Dr. Richard Conte don't they make rounds. They call on this current executive say their mandates don't expire and they're not legitimate anymore. Well, for Dr. Richard Conte, he said they take any instructions from this current executive because the tenure done and the extension where PPRC begin them in February for they in office for another 6 months. Within that 6 months, they be supposed for them conduct all the elections and take the party to a national delegate conference. Also then they go vote for new executive and get a flag bearer where for look after the day-to-day affairs of the party. But this no able happen yet. And before the tenure of the 6 months expire, the Port Loko district chairperson of the party, where they call Suma, been take the party in a court for go interpret for them the mandate of PPRC for give them 6 months extension. Well, as some of them issues there, so Dr. Richard Conte don't they raise in the media interviews them where it don't they do. Before we can go into Moses Mambu in your issue, go just use this opportunity since we get the National Publicity Secretary of the APC with we at the studio. For now we begin look at the issues then they where don't they boil around the party. And in one of the people and when at this current executive where Dr. Richard Conte they call say therefore left the party, allow the opposition leader at parliament, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, and 5 other MP them from different region them for take the party to a convention. Well, at the studio this morning we get CDI Tunis. I don't know if I for call her National Publicity Secretary because Dr. Richard Conte them they say then tenure done and they're not legal again. But it go clarify if it's still only position and how for call I'm going forward. Good morning, CDI Tunis.
Good morning, Khadija. Thank you very much for getting me here this morning.
All right, the first question I go ask you, if you are still the National Publicity Secretary of the All People's Congress legally, because like I say, people like Dr. Richard Conte don't come out, they challenge una legitimacy for this una executive from the chairman, Ambassador Osman Fode Ansane, and una already serve for left una offices because una time done.
Khadija, the fact of the matter is we were elected in 2023, February 2023. by the National Delegates Conference for let we serve according to the constitution of the APC for 3 years. So we were elected for the term of 3 years. We same constitution say every 3 years we for hold National Delegates Conference. Now we start a process of having elections, way before start in 2025, but then we get hurdles. And because we get our hurdles there, we'll not be able to hold with National Delegates Conference on time. When I just speculated 3 years will before that happen February 2026. And that is where the PPRC came in. In this country, we get what we call hierarchy of laws. We party constitution, we, a constitution, we bind, we all are members of the APC. And then we get the national laws. We get the national laws, the Act of Parliament, and then we get the grown-up when at the national constitution, where they are above every other constitution or every other law, when at the grown-up of all we public laws then. Now the PPRC Act, they are above the APC constitution, if we look at the hierarchy of laws, because now a national law. And the PPRC, being a regulatory body, come in and say, and use their act, section 39.5 of their act, and say, okay, we act allow we under section 39.5 for extend the tenure of an executive because of circumstances where they beyond their control, where they're not able to conduct the National Delegates Conference, for extend the tenure by 6 months. That is the legality. So that 6 months day from February take we to August 18, 2026. So as far as I am concerned, with tenure, my own tenure as National Publicity Secretary end officially on August 18, 2026, simply because the act where the PPRC they used, Section 39.5, allow them for extend with executive by 6 months. And that 6 months, they expire, on the 18th of August, 2026. Now, like you rightly say, before ever we reach the expiration of that 6 month day, somebody take the party, go court. And after that one day, I don't see a lot of people they call, say, the national executive for resign. For me, I feel sit down there not waiting for be the call. Waiting for be the call, and we get for be very honest, I really want to take me time for explain this so people go understand. Waiting for be the call for we all, any well-meaning APC member, supporter, even people in other political parties. They call for be for that matter, they for where then go na court, where they ask for the extension of the tenure of the executive of the APC for be removed from the court. And I will tell you why. I will tell you the implications of that one day if the court grants that extension day as requested. I will tell you the implications where you go get on the APC. I will tell you the implications where you go get on other political parties and even where you go get on with democracy as far as political party democracy concerned at this country.
So, Sidi, are you saying the tenure of an executive, it don't expire in the case where Suma Kego na court, the court for two and Nado?
Yes. And I will tell you why. PPRC, now we statutory body where the law give the power for regulate political parties. First of all, the Constitution of Sierra Leone say all political party constitutions therefore they in conformity of the national constitution of Sierra Leone. No sign not then at the national constitution of Sierra Leone will give any court the power for extend the tenure of any elected official by over 6 months. Not day. No sign no dey na the national constitution. We give even the president the power for extending your tenure under any under any circumstance for more than 6 months. So if any court go grant extension of 1 year to a national executive where the constitution don't clearly state say then get a tenure of 3 years. And we also the PPRC under section 39(5) don't exhaust their own power where the law give them for extended tenure. That court still go grant extension. We not the only violate the APC constitution, but we also they go against the national constitution of Sierra Leone.
So as it is now, you are no longer serving in the capacity of national publicity secretary, and also you colleague them we una all day na this executive we don't make and clear now this morning say una tenure don't expire and una for left the office. Then self not they serve in the individual capacities.
I go say so, yes, because the PPRC, even though I see a notice from the PPRC where they say because the matter in a court, then they ask the executive for continue. And they ask myself, now which law give them that power they for grant without continuous extension?
But the same letter again, they make them clearly they say they are constrained.
Exactly, because they be done already rule under section 39(5). And in that ruling they then clearly, which is why I feel say we're not for the court, then clearly state a smooth transition for we as a party. Look, Khadija, we as a party already there in the process of having elections. We constitution is such that we have a body, an independent body, we're responsible for conduct internal elections up to National Delegates Conference. And that body, they already start that process. We don't do ward elections. We don't do constituency elections. We're there about for start district elections before this matter go court. Now, everybody, they focus on the extension. Let I tell you, waiting at the implication of waiting in a court. The court, the one way we go na court get 5 prayers, according to waiting me understand. Take PPRC go court, say the PPRC that then second leg of the instruction where then give you, that the elected members of parliament for come step in and supervise the remaining elections then up to the National Delegate Conference not for happen. Then therefore allow the national executive for go on for 1 year. 1 year. Then, but the most disturbing part for me, and at this I want every member for pay attention to, the person they even ask say, the court for dissolve the internal elections management committee, they not for allow them for conduct the National Delegates Conference. And that the NAC, the National Advisory Committee, for set up a body, when that body they for go conduct the National Delegates Conference. You know the implication of that? Where they pretty much ask the court for set aside the APC constitution. Because now the APC constitution now creates its internal election management committee as an independent body. We're responsible for conduct all internal elections for the party up to the National Delegates Conference. So if you go ask the court, say they not for allow that body day for conduct election na NAC, we pretty much they tell the court say set aside the APC constitution. And the NAC also, whether the National Advisory Committee not get any power for dissolve or usurp any body inside or structure established by the constitution of the APC. So the SUMA, they pretty much go in a court and ask the court for do all the wrong things. We go hamburg the functionality of the party. And that is just one aspect of the APC. Let's look at the extension, Mabel and Khadija. in law, then get wetin dem call judicial precedence. Everybody when a member of political party, not only the APC, for be worried. If the court go grant the extension as requested by Ali Suma. I dey say this because as a young person within politics, we want for make sure say we do things right. We want for make sure say we strengthen with democracy in this country, not only inside we party then, but even as a country. Now let us say the court go grant that 1 year extension they as requested by Suma. It don't become a judicial precedent. As far as how political parties they operate. Tomorrow, any political party chairman, we no want take in party go convention. Case you don't say law extend by 1 year.
Because that they bring me to the next question for Dr. Richard Conte and other like mine. So they ask Una for resign. Suma taking the party to court. They should say somebody there within the executive when no one for left power we make all this they happen. In your opinion, also all this come out because if Suma na district executive member, and not go just wake up one morning and go na courts. Something must don't they happen we perhaps don't send signal so una na the executive say this was coming.
In the first place, that is where everybody in our APC need for speak out. Whether you're an executive member, because at the end of the day, going to court not in the interest of anybody, not in the interest of the party. We don't even know how long the court matter will last. That is one. And waiting Suma go ask for, again for open floodgate for many more counter lawsuits. If you go as it is.
And I don't see this coming.
We know because the matter go cause some of we don't even know. I go tell you say not even with legal team. No say anybody don't care we go
but
court.
But serve the secretariat.
Well then know
the court someone be there at the secretariat.
Well,
and for you now, you say on a tenure don't expire, and if the court grant it go open a floodgate. It seems like the secretariat they go ahead they do their work because they just release a notice for people that we want for apply for big candidates now the district elections.
First of all, how then they go happen? Because if you get a body we're responsible for conduct election, and somebody don't take we go court, how then they go happen? Whenever you do election, you get certain institutions there also. Internal elections, you get certain institutions will go be involved. The PPRC is one. Now we regulatory body. At the end of the day, now then they lay legitimacy to any internal arrangements we will get. Khadija, there is no way PPRC go involved in any of the internal matters we get for do it election once that matter they did not court. Then they are going to make them clear.
Election they happen.
Then they are going to make them very clear. I not feel say even the IEMC themselves, knowing whether not the head of IEMC go move once that matter did they court. So for me, and Khadija, let's just talk about PPRC a little bit. What to make this even disturbing for some of you, especially we within opposition. What thing they happen to APC so, and the decision where PPRC make, is not unique to we. The Sierra Leone People's Party, when are the governing party, their own time done. Themselves. Then time elapse. In fact, they won't be even more rigorous because unlike we get internal elections management committee, they don't be get that one day. So the PPRC might be end up for conduct some of the elections there. Because the executive then tenure expire, then give them 6 months. That 6 months they done. And the PPRC use the same kind of transitional arrangement. SLP then be get 2 people them now the executive where them positions them be still active in the person of the leader and the deputy leader we happen for be the president and the vice president. So they use that one day for set up an interim body. Dr. Prince Harding no ever go to President Bill and beg and say, do you allow go court and ask for extension? They went by their constitution, then followed the constitution, then set up an interim body. When I care, then go to convention.
Talking about una constitution, you clearly don't state say una tenure of office done. We're not even legally supposed to refer to you again as National Publicity Secretary. Waiting at the provision now una constitution about vacuum na office now way una tenure the office una tenure done.
The PPRC be don't solve that day for we. Okay, so now are the hearing people in the talk say, oh well, NAC for don't come in and set up an interim body. Waiting at NAC. NAC now the second highest decision making body. I need for explain to let people to understand waiting at the composition of NAC and why in fact it was a perfect solution for we. Where PPRC asked the parliamentary leadership for coming and take over the transition. NAC composed of two sets of people. You get people who elected to NAC because of the positions where they hold at the executive. What we call the executive members of NAC. That are like we. Me then at the National Advisory Committee because my position when at the National Publicity Secretary position and NAC position. But then you also get people who then are NAC, when are non-executive members of NAC. When at the National Delegate Conference, they elect them. And among them people and you get each region, they send two people for being non-executive members of NAC. So which means it is regionally balanced and it is widely representative. Now, with parliamentary leader and the deputy, they are also non-executive members of NAC. So if we get a look at even hierarchy, them being elected officials, we don't go through the internal rigors for make them get symbols, and don't also go through national elections for be elected members of parliament, and then tenure as members of parliament still active, and they are also members of NAC. I don't see anything wrong for let them come in based on the second leg of the PPRC mandate, for let them set up a broad-based, way set up.
They quote this on a same constitution as if the call where Dr. Richard Conte they call where you say don't allude to say on a tenure done on a supposed for left office. It quote on a constitution. We talk about a vacuum not for the end as if the parliamentary opposition leader and 5 other people no get rights for take over the party. The same constitution.
I don't know which section of the constitution they quote. I'm not being follow the program, so I'm not going to speak. If you tell me, then I'll probably go explain. One thing I go say for sure, now we write the constitution of the APC. I was a member of the Constitutional Review Committee. I've been involved from start to end. Now, the constitution not being ever created, forget a vacuum. I see a lot of references being made to the fact that the Constitution say the National Executive shall be dissolved at the National Delegates Conference. Yes, that's what the Constitution say. But because if you read the Constitution, it tell you say, 1, the tenure of the National Executive, not 3 years. Not also. And the same Constitution tell you, say, National Delegates Conference shall be held every 3 years. So which means the Constitution, when the drafters have been done, then they expect say every 3 years where we tenure the end as national officers with a whole National Delegates Conference. And at that National Delegate Conference day, at the expiration of we term, that 3 years day, then they go dissolve the National Executive as in any other election. Which is why at the talk say resignation not necessary in this case.
Because that's how I ask you. If you say you're not to national publicity sector again, you tenure don't expire legitimately. Even the other executive member, they will still occupy office on all tenure don't expire. Why you not tender resignation for let the other executive members then know say you are no longer part of the executive, you don't do the right thing?
I think we are the states are enough. The reason why, the tender, in politics, a lot of legality involved. Their offices they are also, then they come with benefits. You understand? As it is now, whether me tenure done by technicality, now me tenure done. Not to me voluntarily resign. When you voluntarily resign, when you tender resignation, it means you voluntarily abandon your office. You lost your privileges. As it is now, I'm a delegate. Whether my tenure expire because my time where they elect me for don elapse, and they set up an interim body we go take we to national delegate conference, I not go lost me delegate status for that. But if I go tender resignation now, let me resign. I go lost me delegate status. But the fact of the matter is, we all for make sure say we put the interest of the party before we personal interest. And the interest of the party now that now we stall. Now that people they tell me say, oh well, the court not stop we. The court not need for stop we. The matter day before then. We need for no say the matter day before then, and until then decide on the matter, we not for do anything. So the best interest is for the party and for the country. I don't explain the implications. If that court they go grant extension, other political parties may use it, and they go undermine with democracy. And Khadija, we are one of the largest party then in this country. We are the main opposition party. We're in the middle of a serious national constitutional crisis. All in our parliament, they battle with the amendment of the national constitution. Will they try to get things right? Right? I don't see why, it will be difficult for law uphold, provisions within our own constitution. I don't see why it will be difficult. I mean, and I'm not saying this, for make anybody look
hurting inside.
I am hurt. I am worried, and I am concerned. I am hurt because as a member of the party within the executive, and they feel say we supposed for them pass this stage, not to them things here who for the council done they fight over. Because these are not things who for even encourage. And that is why I continue for call on we all, young, old, elders, council, veterans, we all for call on the national chairman, make it prevail on district chairman Suma for make it pull this matter come on a court.
You waiting the chairman they do in all of this, because as an executive, from the explanation where we been get from your deputy when I'm Mohammed Pope Kamara the last time we been coming and waiting with the hearing from you now today, seem for different in terms of getting on a house in order. Which role the chairman really don't play for ensure so not reach to this stage? Because in a one person again, where a lot of allegations hang over in head say, responsible for let opt-in ourselves on not go to National Delegates Conference, and this extension where Suma they ask for, people on the make allegations say, a hand they under.
Well, I mean, I know go into that, because I know me now personally don't want for always come cast aspersions, but I hope say that they not. But I hope say that they not to the case. Well, like, in as leader and head of the party, I make us say everybody for prevail on them, because Naina the head of the party,
Is he
Naina the
holding
leader
on
of
to
the
the
party.
Is the leader and
Naina the
chairman
head of the party.
is he
Naina-
holding on to the party? Because like you don't come out this morning, you make and clear say you tenure done. You're not supposed to be referred to self again as publicity secretary legally. Is the chairman holding on to power?
Well, I wouldn't say so. He's not alone on the executive. Maybe if
But
every...
supposed to provide
That is
leadership
why
for
as
una. If you as the publicity secretary or fail with una constitution, you know say you tenure done. You don't come out na national TV today and say you are no longer PRO legally. Waiting they wait for. Now all come in at the same time.
we all supposed to provide leadership. And him being the head, Naimeka say we all for prevail on him. So that we can all save not only the APC, but we all go save democracy. And for me appeal this morning, they go even beyond the APC. I go even appeal to the court for make them not grant that extension day. And I don't explain the reasons why. I don't explain how this will undermine not only the internal democracy of the APC, we are the main opposition party. If you go grant extension of 1 year, a lot of other issues get for come up. And then if you even go grant the other prayer that the IEMC not for be allowed for conduct the National Delegates Conference, and that therefore set up an arrangement Osana other people then for go conduct that election, where constitution don't clearly give them that power. The court self go help for undermine not only the internal democracy of the APC, but even with national democracy. And I tell you what, now we same one, King Sidonaya, they blame the courts. Oh, the courts this, the courts that. But now we again, they go to the courts and ask them for do the wrong thing. I don't feel say that day for happen. Khadija. Don't see any not for happen.
Waiting Suma don't tell the executive. Where you deputy be there Tuesday, they say then they go meet with them. Where be the left. Waiting they don't tell the executive about this matter where he carry gonna court.
I don't feel say the executive don't engage Suma. Me personally don't talk to Ramit. You know, unfortunately, when this whole thing starts,
But
me not be
they
there.
call Suma for come down at the secretariat. Suma no the shop. Now then the Pope say on Wednesday, no on Tuesday, where sit down at the same seat where sit down.
Well, until I not been there, so I not go able say not to two. I not go able say they're not go don't call them. But I also know say it. I only they ask now that we all for making with responsibility for prevalence Suma, and we all for appeal also that we for prevail on and for let that matter they come on a court, and if the matter not come on a court, we all for appeal, we for prevail, we for the judiciary, the court make them not do that one day. Me are they appeal to the courts of this country.
Is Suma holding on to the APC at this moment?
Of course, Khadija. Because if we're in the middle of election, it's like if we're in the middle of the electionary, the national election, for example, the ECSL don't conduct the ward elections, then the council elections. They don't conduct the parliamentary elections. And then we now, they can now for let them conduct the presidential election. Then the president go na court say, no, wanna extend me tenure. Or the president go na court and tell them say, no, wanna dissolve ECSL. We could set up another body we go be responsible for conduct the presidential election.
But Suma na part of una executive.
Is that right?
Suma na part of una executive. If they hold on to the power, is the APC going through constitutional crisis, on a leadership crisis, on a just greed within the executive members? We don't want to let go this power, even though they all know say the term done according to you, on a tenure legally don't expire.
I not feel say will they go through any constitutional crisis.
What are you going through at the moment?
Assures in our desperation and greed. I will tell you why. Because we be no say February 2026, now we supposed forget National Delegates Conference. Now we all go, PPRC go extend we by 6 months. We not challenge the PPRC then. Not also. Then give it 6 months. And when then they give it that 6 months extension, the second leg, where now for let the MPs then take over, been they part of that ruling day. Been they part of the release where them put out. We never challenge them. We never complain. You understand? So it is not a constitutional crisis. And this is why, we not for Sidon, APC people not for Sidon this happen. Because it go and bug this country.
So it takes Suma now for pull the APC into all waiting to happen currently for Leona able for go the National Delegates Conference?
For now, we'll continue with any matter we get for do with elections. The police no say that matter they court. For now we do election, we need the police for provide security. They will not get involved. The PPRC need for supervise with elections for gain credibility. They will not get involved. The IEMC, when are the body we responsible for conduct elections, one of the prayer na for let them not allow them for conduct National Delegates Conference. How do we move?
So why una reach in all of this? Is it
Why do we move? How do we move?
Trust, they not trust Suma because na ain't go the case na court. Na trust Suma not get? Because if this committee don't conduct elections from ward, una don't come to constituency. Now one come to districts. All of a sudden, it gonna court. Say let them know, make them conduct
The
this
question
election.
we for ask Khadija, why is it that Suma in focus now only the National Delegates Conference? He is a district chairman. You understand? In your own election, now IEMC the conductor. He does not have problem with that. But why I forget problem with IEMC conducting National Delegates Conference? That's the question everybody for ask them. That's the question you need for answer to the APC people. You need for answer that one day.
Is there something bigger than waiting the public they see they happen at the APC currently?
Waiting bigger now the fact say if we all sit on this happen, it not go only undermine the APC internal democracies, but it get a tendency also for undermine and affect other political parties, their way of conducting themselves, obeying and going by their constitutions, and even in a broader context, affecting with national democracy. So for me, the reason why I decide for come out and talk this way as member of the national executive, not just for let people to understand the implications of this, not only on the APC, but on the national politics, the national democracy. I just talk earlier, other parties then go sit down tomorrow, or even inside the APC say somebody else go be a chairman, we so bad for the party, go just decide say I go continue for extend because there has been a ruling we give extension of 1 year. There has been a ruling we set aside the constitution. And by the way, this constitution, we all know the rigors we go through. These are the courts of this country. Now in order we forgo and adopt this constitution. And when we adopt this constitution, it was brought back to the courts of Sierra Leone, to Justice Adrian Fisher. Let will not forget that one day. So the same court where they don't care the party go to, for now, chap and forget certain aspect of this constitution, the same court. Nine, see we through. For now we adopt this constitution in 2022. Same court.
See the way to they go through so. Now na internal making or you dey sense say there is an external force out there they try for throw stones at the APC.
Making all the sense there is an external.
We go be very stupid if na any external force they influence anybody for do this. I no want for believe so. Yes, they may have sought assistance from external force, but Ruda, Khadija, if we did look at the SLPP, then go they laugh we because this same thing we they ask the court for do, then they na power, then get all the powers, then not ask the court for do that and they for them. President Bill don't make sure say he don't position a party as a party way serious and we respect laws. Then follow the constitution, then follow it in the law say, and then they outside and they now. So if we, as the main opposition, not do likewise, we go to them for spoil we own constitution, but what are they at fault? So me, I don't want bring any external force into this. Now certain people then inside we party, now they are making. And enough for be so. I mean they still say we for allow the PPRC the first ruling in February, where they extend we tenure by 6 months, when not that then self get the power under the law for do. Beyond that one day, they don't get that power day. Now that make Asidona say, as far as me concerned, based on which me small law knowledge we me get on the law and on the acts of the PPRC, then power end with section as far as the extension of political parties, then tenure with section 39.5, when a 6 months tenure, and they don't give it and they don't done. Then we don't do well for we, then give we a smooth transition where it been just left with we now for allow Abdul Kabo for put together, a team way for don't work with IEMC and the secretariat for make sure say we get a smooth a completion of elections that we don't left. Waiting don't happen now, so it not go only delay we, it go throw a lot of spanners in the works, and it don't bring a lot of confusion, it don't bring a lot of anxiety among we membership, among we supporters, and people even outside go they look at we as a party, we not look sober, we not look ready. And I don't feel say that is the case. That is not the case. We're a party we they on track. We would only do look at the kind of elections that we would only conduct. We don't they on track, for make sure say we get a formidable team who go win election for winner this country 2028.
How una go able for fix the current issues na the APC, because it seems like this wave of quietness seem for be among people and way like the elders council, una chairman, other senior members na the party seem just for quiet, like this issue not that serious to the volume where you don't put them this morning. Because if we see the secretariat, they pull notice for people who want for contest elections, for them it seems like everything is okay, then they move forward. But from what you don't explain, like una they stand still, waiting go get una out of this.
Well, I don't know why they feel say everything okay, the implications are many. Law even say the court not stop there. Then we go ahead and conduct elections. Then tomorrow the court rule, or tomorrow somebody we go court say, oh, this matter they court that election we then conduct not legal, not proper, because the tenure don't done. Somebody don't go ask for extension, the court not extend. But then the same secretariat, they go ahead and conduct elections then. What do you go say? You go say that person they wrong? No. I mean, let us not expose ourselves to judicial ridicules. We go Hamburg with chances for 2028. That is why me I dey speak out. That is why me they call on others for speak out. That is why me they call on people, of conscience, elders then at the party, for prevail on the chairman, for prevail on Ali Suma, for let we stop this matter na court.
So this now una get the problem now, not the PPRC, not the court where perhaps go get ruling on whatever thing they before them now. Now una internally get the problem.
Now but now not one of you go court. How you go take your own party go court on a matter like this? And you know, I don't know, Mabel Khadija, in 2020, we spent 3 years in a court leading to 2023 for same constitutional matters. When I made the court been coming and help with, we go till we don't get this constitution also. And, you know, we want for go down that route there again, no. I don't feel say down there for happy. And this thing about, parliamentary leadership, this, that, now these are the same people under the ITGC, we be we go, you know, we supervise the party until the court can set up the IIEMC then, headed by lawyer Ibrahim Suri. We go na the National Delegates Conference.
As deliberating from Suma, or it just not understand proper how on a constitution they work?
Probably, and the one they always probably involved with are not even sit down and look at the implications of this, not only on the party, but on with broader democracy. I don't feel say they probably say I'm through. They probably may have just looked at the political surface and waiting they stand for gain individually. They not put the interest of the country and the party at heart, you know, but I hope say after listening to me today, you know, we all go come to the realization how much this go hurt, not only APC, but this country democracy, and we all go advise ourselves and do the right thing for help the APC and Sierra Leone democracy.
Are you foreseeing a revolution within the APC?
I hope we will not get to that. But
because we don't hear so many people they come out they speak. For example, I listened to Honorable Siraji, who say they're ready for take on this executive, the chairman, for let's step down, let he left the secretariat, let he allow this team of people where people actually don't say for can take on to convention.
Well, I hope it will not get to that, you know, but I think say everybody get a responsibility for act and for step up, for speak out in whichever way, for make sure say, you know, the party able for move on, the party able for, you know, function, and we're able for conclude with elections, and you know, as prescribed by the constitution, the APC constitution and the national laws of Sierra Leone.
As it is now all divided in different shades of opinion and interest. Because what you they talk now with what you deputy been talk, it's quite different. Everybody they interpret the constitution in your way. And there are national matters we need una as an opposition.
Correct.
As we speak, the PRO for the SLPP don't sit down and they make assumptions, say elections go happen 2028 or 2030. Una party they in disarray. Una they get leadership vacuum. Nobody know they for even come out and respond directly to the statement made by Mambu.
Well, Khadija, for respond to that one, there's certain things, then there's certain conversations, then we may not even worry about. We would not even need for countenance and steps, because, you know, the issue of national elections very clear. Presidential tenure very clear. Section 46(1) of the National Constitution of Sierra Leone very clear. Say no person not allow for hold presidential office na this country more than 2 terms of 5 years, whether the terms then consecutive or not. What that they mean? Whether you do 5 years first, you come out, you come back later, you know, go still do more than another 5 years, because you don't do your 2 terms of 5 years. It's very clear. And the same constitution also make very clear provisos where circumstances where that tenure they go beyond 5 years small in section 49. It show instances like, for example, if the time where the presidential office they become vacant, but then still not do election for members of parliament the 8th, the president will be forced for staying in office for certain period until they don't conduct elections for members of parliament. But at no time, even where we get state of emergency, at no time, no day, now this country where any president allow for staying in office for more than 6 months at one time. And I go say, so far, I get for give kudos to the presidents that we don't get, President Ernest Bai Koroma and even President Julius Maada Bio. Then all two don't respect the national constitution where it come to that one day, to respecting than 5 years tenure in office. President Koroma no in any way go against that provision they in 2 terms where he serve na office, and President Julius Maada Bio self stay within the constitutionally mandated term where he get of 5 years and the few months. It stay within that one day. And so all the way they go and make noise, President Bio and office go listen to them, because INSESF no say it is an impossibility. The only way we go do that one day, we get for go amend the constitution and touch the presidential term limit and amend that. And even that one day, even if we amend the constitution, it gets stages where they go through. Now an entrenched clause, presidential term limit, now an entrenched clause, it means you get for first of all get the 2/3 majority in a parliament. Then after that you get for Senate go na referendum.
But
And even if that
Mambo
one
is a whole spokesperson
and even if
for the ruling party, just come out in the media
Well, if-
and say elections go up in 2028
Now that make-
or 2030.
Now that make-
Anything Mambo say is a policy
and
statement.
that make a the talker now. Men Mambu no say if na dream then they dream, na bad dream. It not get forever happen. Because I dey explain this, the longest President Bio go stay in power in this country now up to October 11, 2028. He cannot go beyond that. By the laws of this country, he cannot go beyond that day. I'll be very clear on that one day. And I know say the president know that he's a respecter of law so far. He don't show that one day. He don't go na ECOWAS. He don't we see him walk way, they do way, they preach democracy. So let not allow them overzealous people that are around that for misleader. I mean, the President Koroma been faced with the same situation 2017 when I remember after you. You understand? But he did not listen. And at the same thing, we don't begin see. Look, even if this country decides, say, then they amend presidential term limit, then increase them to 7 years instead of 5, it's still not going to be applicable.
Because that's how I ask
It's
you,
still not going to be applicable to President Julius Maada
if not
Bio.
underrating wetin una dey hear right now, how serious una dey take all them talk here we don dey go round. We see one of the people in for the contest for B flag for the SLPP, Dr. Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi, don dey talk about this issue of extension of the presidential term limits and constitutional amendments to go on now. Now Mambo, when at the PRO for a ruling party, they talk about 2028 or 2030.
No.
Una not believe say nothing we don't begin forget the conversations already within the party.
No, unless if they want to drive this country into chaos. May they tell you now, there are certain acts and we person do and they are treasonable. And that is just one. Ye are 2-3 days on your day in our office outside of the laws. It is treasonable. And I sure say the president know that one day. The way they swear, it is swear oath for uphold the constitution of Sierra Leone. He knows that. Even if we decide, say, we they amend the constitution, I don't tell you the stages where they go through. up to referendum, it not go be applicable to President Julius Maada Bio because President Julius Maada Bio is elected under the current 5-year tenure of the Constitution of Sierra Leone. It will only be applicable to the one where they come after him. So there is no way in the middle then go change the election date to 2030. It is an impossibility. That they don't, you know.
APC, they take this statement we Mambu make na Liberty TV na ya say elections could be 2028 or 2030. Una know they taking statement serious.
They take every statement serious, but we know say election at 2028. That is what the law says, and I know they change.
But it's a precedent be done day where President Kuruma, former President Kuruma, under tenure, spent about 11 years.
It's not possible. I just don't explain to you. There is not a single time where President Kuruma ever, in 2 terms, where ever go 11 months. It's not possible. You know, go back and, yesterday they read a piece, a thorough piece where Dr. Sylvia Blyden put out. He put out all the dates and the different, they're all two, I just state an IR, they're all two. Now go beyond, the constitutionally mandated period with them for serve as president. So that statement where Mambu makes say President Kuruma go 11 years, it is incorrect. It is misleading. It never happened at this country. President Kuruma knows it be no say standing an impossibility, and President Julius Maada Bio self know, and they plead with President Bio. You are a respecter of law. You don't serve this country. You don't serve the ECOWAS as chairman. We see how much you preach peace and democracy, how much you prevail on even countries where they, nurture military and coups and all. You role where you play, not allow few overzealous people and some lawyers they around you for mislead you into doing something where say not correct for this country and for we constitution.
You feel say Mambu need to be cautioned, especially this pathway seem for the take now in discussion regarding elections.
I think he needs to be cautioned. He needs to be stopped. We don't need for ignore him in any way. Somebody need for call him out and make it stop. And me, absolutely no say election at 2028. We not get for sit down and allow this 2030 thing for come. No, that is just an impossibility.
Now we come back to the issues of, Mambu be supposed for there this morning. As of yesterday, Network sent and the flyer is saying not they come again because that's not to be the plan. I don't know's plan where in be understand where will be the discuss producing this program for the NCDA at Tunis. Go there this morning for discuss that in statement where it be making at the same platform say elections na 2028 or 2030. We'll be done to get discussions, so get text messages to the effect. Even day before yesterday, he was here and he confirmed say Idikaya Kashoji and Cole when at the APC Western Area chairman because the former publicity secretary CDI at Tunis not be the tongue. Well, Mambu it tell me yesterday in a text message say this was not the plan. I'm not coming. So indeed, Mambu not there this morning for can see if in statements where it be make it still stand by say elections now 2028 or 2030. So now that make we not get Moses Mambu na ya after it don't agree say they come. The 11th hour will send and the flyer is say they come again. But that no go spoil with program. We still get CDI at Tunis.
Because say I go explain the constitutional implications. And all the lie we don't like by President Kuruma, say he stay in our office for 11 years. Say I go show the proof. Now I make it not confront me.
All right, well that Moses Mambu reasons for Kangi, but Mambu wherever you day, if you feel the need for come back and challenge CDI at Tunis on this topic, your time slot still available. We dey continue the breakfast show, still get the former publicity secretary of the APC, CDA at Tunis, as on they don't make am clear now this morning, say legally, in own tenure don't expire, and will not for refer to him again as a publicity secretary for the All People's Congress APC party. But still, we're going to talk for the party now.
Well, I hope, like I say, I don't need for whole title for talk for the APC. You want me for come in and talk, on things the way they affect the party, where they affect, I can still come in.
So now the capacity until such a time.
We
not going from courts or Congress.
They ask say let the how PPRC been given their ruling. Let the leadership of parliament come in, sit down with NAC, and set up a broad-based team. We go, now supervise the conduct of elections. And that team then go now, we get the PR team, we get other teams there, organizing team. So it will not be just titles anymore.
But
it will be team. Of course, why not?
Court?
Well, that is why I say for prevail, let the matter come on a court. Let the matter come on a court. How long we get for dinner court? That matter, how many weeks it don't take now? We don't even know if they don't call for hearing or not. We don't even know that. We don't know when the courts go do judgment. And like I say, may they appeal to the court based on all of the influence, but for this country's democracy, whatever involved in this, may go appeal, let that extension they not be given.
So at this stage, as a party and somebody waiting at the executive will go out now, waiting on I don't learn in all of waiting they happen on a party, about 2 years to elections, somebody don't care party go courts, una just done the petition, counter petitions, don't they happen from on a lower level elections. Say una do it to a stage now, we una dey one side. Wait una don't learn.
Having people petition and counter petition all are good parts of our internal democracies. Yes, they delay we, but these are provisions set out by our constitution. And people in the APC, which me don't count for know that they follow the constitution and they understand the constitution, which is why they are able to petition and counter petition, go PPRC for seek, assistance in terms of petitions, the way they go with it. These are all part of our democracies. It is strengthening with internal democracy. So, now that make it be important for let we allow them processes then they for go through, than for do waiting with the see one for happen. So now we suma do for take the party go court for stop all of them, find democratic processes then the way they per happen inside the party as far as petitions and other things then concern.
Suma in request they make to the courts, in your eyes, are they unrealistic?
Yes, they are.
Why you feel so they're unrealistic?
Thinking which side we dey now and how far we don't they go. We don't conduct one of the as much as petitions been there, we conduct world elections, people and petitions, and when we go now the constituency elections, we see say the conduct of the constituency elections they improve. So we don't improve on we internal elections processes. We don't learn lessons from the challenges that we'll face with the world and constituencies, and we know say we for don't do better with the district elections then. So as we go, and interventions don't delay we small, and again for delay we further. So that is why I say unrealistic. And waiting they ask for of the court. If the court grant her, it not go just get implication on the APC, it go even get implication on other political parties in the future, and it go get implications of the broader political party activities and relations as far as they concern the constitution and the internal democracy is going forward.
See the una party, this leadership issues una again now. Before self una reach to this stage, allegations don't they fly here and there for the term for that constitutional amendment bill. Alleged leaked audio of one of una MP them, Tamemko, they all over the social media. Also, they, according to the audio, is like they talk to the leader, say, then don't do all thing I no money and they wait for. And the same SLPP PRO, Mambu, don't come back talk about money them way. Then say una leadership na parliament receive $100,000, one motor car. All of these things, they hang over on our head.
Khadija, in politics, plenty mind games they happen. So which is why I never go by then allegations. And the Mr. Self sit on people don't accuse me a lot, say me don't collect this, me don't collect that. But knowing myself, me no say me don't collect nothing from nobody one day. So those things, anybody can go on social media and make audio and allege say na so person for, throw spanners, and for
But now una MP voice
and for so discord, among the members of parliament them. So a lot of things go to happen in that light there, which is why me not can so much pay attention to that. Wait till I go say no more than that. The MPs then do marvelous job during the constitutional amendment. We see how much they debate, and we see also how parliaments generally, work for make sure say they really do some things then progressive, which is why some of we very disappointed in the way that process they want for end. The kind of way they end up for go about and for force for like pass that in that manner day. Some of you very disappointed because there are so many progressive things that within that amendment bill the way the MPs that we don't agree on. So I sure say maybe with a little more time and debates, therefore they're able to come to a consensus and agree on the areas that we be done left. So me no one's for go by, I just want for make sure say like how they talk now this morning. I know they talk for please anybody. I know they talk for step on anybody in toes. I just the talk for call on we all as members of the APC, whether you're a supporter, whether you're an executive member, whether you're an elders council, whether you're a former speaker, former chairman, you're a flag bearer aspirant, we all for come together in this time, prevail on the leadership of the party, from the chairman, the secretary general, let them prevail on Ali Suma, let we withdraw the matter in a court, and let we go back to, waiting the PPRC we don't tell we for do, and allow the members of parliament for coming and usher we forward so that we go conclude. We need forget we executives them elected this year, Mabel. And I feel say it go tell well for we as a party for go beyond this year. We're not able to get the National Delegates Conference.
This issue of individual interests, flag bearer aspirants, the way some people already don't identify with, now other concern we don't they come up now on a party. This caretaker body we supposed to be formed by our parliamentarians. Is it in your opinion say then go able for transition smoothly? Let una go na National Delegates Conference and go get other sets of executive without anybody individual interest or flag bearer interest and bogging the process again?
No, because maybe we already don't start with elections process. And 5 MPs not go able for usher in or for transition. So then just forget a broad-based, coalition of members we then go put together at every level, for see we through. So me, I believe say yes. And CDI Tunis not being national publicity secretary not mean say and not go in our office for assist or for make sure say the office of the publicity secretariat continue for function. The chairman of the party not being holding it or carrying the title chairman not mean say and not go in at the office for assist for make sure say things that work smoothly. The same with the secretary general. So me not feel say, in any way that one day for don't affect how the party for function. I think waiting go affect the party now waiting don't happen so clearly because this go cause more division, it go bring more division, it go create more confusion, and the implications are many.
How una they operate currently? Because a lot of other national activities that go on where they lead to the elections. For example, the census way una continue for the question, its processes and still they go on, and other things anyway don't they happen. How effective is the APC involved in all of this where they happen within una party?
So how we don't they operate? First of all, we feel at the national executive. So we have several committees where they look at different things. Like for example, the census we talk about, we get a census committee. We're solely responsible for look at the current census process. And that committee, we're headed by Honorable Logos Kurma, don't be very effective, in monitoring the census activities. And when I don't see the many releases, where don't they come out, the meetings, where then they get how, some of the issues that where they don't they raise, even during the state opening, President Julius Maada Bio raised some of the same issues that they inside in address to the nation during the last state opening of parliament. So it tells you that we don't function well as an executive, and then committees them who set up for look at different things. We get committees where they look at the NCRA. We get committees where be responsible for look at the constitutional amendments. That is why we are able, for they on top of all of their national issues, then they.
See, if una dey struggle for maintain una internal party democracy, how una will get the voice for call out the government if they want for bend democracy?
And I feel say we dey struggle for maintain with internal party democracy because we don't conduct we elections well. Waiting, want for happen so where some of we they outrightly can't speak against so. Now the fact say somebody don't take the party go na court, whether he is influenced or not, but somebody don't take the party go na court and ask for prayers them, we definitely go affect not only if granted by the court, go definitely affect not only the APC, but in the future it get a tendency for affect other political parties and even with broader democracy. So which is why we all know for sit down, set mouth, and allow that one day for happen.
All right, as it is now, this notice where they just pull for conduct the district elections, we get Dr. Richard Conte as a state for I believe say other people them already they about for go court. And anything might happen now. If then cases there continue, is the APC ready for go into the elections where according to the electoral calendar for happen 2028?
The elections get for happen 2028. No, I know alone pay attention to that excitement or that I don't know how I would describe the statement where Mambu make. I know alone pay attention to that. I mean when I write, it is something we'll for take seriously because I don't hear and I want two other SLPP MPs them out. But it is not something we will get for accept as a country. And I not feel say President Bill for go that route there at all. And I hope say it go they watch me, and he go listen to the advice, make it not allow people way overzealous, way thirsty for power, for damage in reputation and in legacy as a democratic president of the Republic of Sierra Leone and former chairman of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State. You know, elections, they happen 2028, and you know, we as a political party, well, they're on the path, you know, for put together a formidable team who go win that election day for the APC, which is why Ali Suma, you forgo pull that case in a court, because that case they being in court, if they grant you what you go ask for, again for Hamburg with chances for win election at this country, then they are going to tell you for free. They go Hamburg with chances for win elections at this country, and it go set a lot of commotion inside the APC. It will bring a lot of division inside the APC, and it will open a lot of floodgates for other court cases. We go Hamburg, we go delay, we go drag over months, and go make it very difficult for prepare in time for face the SLPP. SLP already don't conclude the internal elections. Now only the presidential candidates don't left, which they can do in a day. You know, so I mean we get for pay attention to them things than they, and you know, present ourselves as a more serious and you know, party we're ready for govern this country 2028.
All right, Sidia Tunis, continue for the with we. We will come back to you. You still watch the breakfast show where they come to you live na Liberty Online TV. That's na Sidia Tunis. Sidia this morning they clarify issues within the APC, and we tell you na say other issue we get for look at inside this edition of the breakfast show. We want for go na Moyamba district. Also we tell you na so want forget updates regarding the condition of a bridge. We go show on the clip of the current situation, and we go talk to the acting chief for the Kwelu village, Fankuya chiefdom, Moyamba district, where na James Tommy. But as we get them on the phone, when I go see the clip of this particular bridge, how many people in this bridge serve, what's the current situation, how serious it is, we dey talk to the acting chief for the chiefdom this morning, for let we get an update on this. Good morning, chief, and welcome to the breakfast show.
The country of Sierra Leone. Good morning to the stakeholders.
How you village sound like today?
For this Kwelu village in Moyamba district, Fakunya chiefdom, presently, the road network towards the Kwelu village can look horrible, because when they look at the entrance from the Kwelu junction for entering at the town, but also for linking to the other villages that where they serve through a lot of education business and also the health business, where presently the condition all look good.
Let we talk about the bridge. We see a video where we show the viewers now where water seem for don't take over this particular bridge. Just give me a background to how on a reach to this kind of situation.
Actually, according to the video on the watch, and it's real the fact that the present condition of the bridge, since we they construct the bridge, previously the old one at the local bridge, Naimbi Donde, it's over many years we through Plan International, with the help from the late paramount chief, we been there, they get for make sure that they construct that bridge. But looking at the construction, the bridge where they construct a bit so low, wherein whenever when they say in the season, if they involve people, then we water the flow inside the bridge. Looking at the video, where you want to look at, if you see the rainy season time reach, what thing can happen? The bridge, the flop inside the bridge, that's the way the worker. You will not say if you all goes from some people to all man the worker that time day, and if people then they come off from the village where they don't cross for go na farm for the day. If rain can heavy, First, then get for sleep like na the junction where they know able get access to the family for that day. And presently, only when small sound come out, now you go make people they able get access for pass. But if you see rain can heavy, no way no they for let them pass for go for find their living. And even the education business, I remember now when school they can open, where rain go can heavy and the school beginning when they cross for Canada, the secondary schools and also the primary school, where they look and say they no look safe. Even the people that way don't do their farming business over the water, where then they look worry about the situation where the president Nakwelu, where Nafakunya Chief the Moyamba district.
Chief, according to the video where we see now, there is a cutoff. Motoka not able to pass for enter na this village. And some of them na village there, and they get on a basic amenities them from the district headquarter town them. How you people and they cope na this village now that when I don't get cut off, motoka not able to pass?
But that's not the challenge presently we're facing. Now, they not only Kwelu town, they surrounding village after Kwelu now where they able get access. But presently the Kwelu bridge is in critical condition wherein at the moment rain can heavy. That no way no go there for let people then pass. If school they on, no way no they for let students then pass. More the belly woman then. Even the one that wouldn't look okay when they pass for work after they not go able because looking at the belly woman where some state that they way woman in belly go don't have another community they for let able cross to transcend a problem. So that's not the situation now where people don't know able to cope up with where a very serious now Kwelu town where we say for this kind of condition if you continue the condition of people in this town it not go look fine. So they call on the government, the stakeholders them. When they come to aid and make sure say this kind of condition that they able to save with it.
When you talk earlier, you make mention say them build the bridge is so low to an extent where rain come, they cover the whole place and now they get access. When we don't draw the attention of perhaps on a local council or central government for know the situation where when I don't face with so.
Yes, that be done on even like the stakeholders and they enter because a big town stakeholders and they enter there frequently every day, at least during the dries. Then they say exactly and they know about the story. They know even we get honorable we be commodity or still in the fight time for them make sure say this kind of condition still but up to now would they still cry to the stakeholders and where everybody know about that Kwelu bridge the moment where they say in the season cut off day no way no day for them people then pass for them go find the living and no way no day for people then pass for them go find the healthcare service where they over and inside the town will not get health facility there that than the present condition of the people of Kwelu.
But did that be the response of the stakeholder the way when I don't they engage regarding this bridge?
Yeah, even when we engage the bridge because we get presently even the road for link to the town for claiming inside the bridge. We get a present contractor where we say AVDP able give a contract to one of the contractor where they just be don't start doing this dry so it be don't pass. But the neighbor complete it. So we still there on them with the also they bend the little able also advocate for we because if you make that bridge, if they make that road for inside the bridge cut off, how you go able pass? So we still there behind there and then say oh any trouble they tell them they say Lord the patient and then we'll get on to we Lord the patient, but we still on and we cry to the government. We also they cry to Minister of Works and also Labor. We also they cry to Mama Fatima Biyowe be say in picking and over the sea where then they struggle in terms of school business in order for easy more way school they can open next week in order for easy for people of Kwelu.
What are the threats and where this go pose if this particular condition of the bridge continue for this so and the raining season not on it?
And that clearly show that if you want to look at the video, that the threat presently where you go there, school business no get for whole water because the moment rain can no student not able pass for go get in education. We look at the belly woman they say when at the health aspect, we see and say even at this point rain come No way, not the way you go even say, okay, more layer inside a mock set. Because you say, way the worker in heart, and also not for layer inside a mock or cross it, you know, get for easy. And that condition and the water way it go don't flop inside the bridge, it gets speed. There is tendency for let's sweep people them, and then this just a less small way. They say now only God wait to make God help with the person because of the bridge where they make a bigger small guide. Now in the possible link part. We've not done if we don't lost in life within that process there. So that now the present situation of Kwelu we be say it one where school they can open the education aspect, the health aspect get for be not get for be easy for people of Kwelu. Then also we remember I say if heavy rain come back, the Pekin they follow and cross Ghana school with the fear. And we Kumbrano go watch in Pekin a guy kind bridge. There we rain go don't flop for let people then see say he left in Pekin for go work inside that kind of condition.
All right, Chief. Many thanks for you talked to me this morning.
Yeah, thank you very much, madam.
That's not the acting chief for Kwelu village, na Fakunya chief do Moyamba district, if the raise concern. But the major bridge where they get where is say them bill low, so we rain they come, they're not able to get access for use this bridge as it don't get a cut off from in community and other big communities. Them Osai, according to them, their own village not get health care facilities, schools and other thing. Them all then at the next side when at this bridge and they use for access, but currently they are cut off because of the water. The rainy season, the water don't cut the bridge passage not there again for let them motor car them and movement smooth for people in the community.
And maybe I'll just for let people know say this kind of bridge where they watch so not in one no more day in the country. There are so many others. I remember the last time somebody again draw away attention to a bridge na carrying a district.
Yeah,
Yes, we in self raise concern. So as media self, we self get responsibilities sometime, not just for the focus on issues affecting Freetown or the big towns them we they get the attention. There are villages where really deprived. When they talk about development, they know they even see anything like development. So and the policy where government they use for develop the country, then call a national development plan. They not call a central development plan. They not call a Freetown development plan. It is a national development plan. So if we are planning development for the country, ensure say each and every remote village gets these developments. Look the bridge where people in the past. Look this kind of bridge where any season come, water don't cover and people and for go through that water. Look small picking and they pass through that water. And then picking also like how the chief say school like open. Us come go one left in Pekin, rain they come, water don't cover that bridge, and it passed there for go school. Right now, we are dealing with the pandemic in the education sector. Just like within the Anti-Corruption Commission I talked yesterday, now the town hall where the Ministry of Civic Education, the host on education. The problems on education, we don't really they talk about them as a nation. And this government, them one of them big 5 game changers, them centered around human capital development. So if you want to improve the individual in capital development, you get forget and right first with the education. And for that you get a right to the education, there are several factors we involve. You get for make the Pekin and get conducive learning environment. You get for make the Pekin and get access to the education. And we all know President Bio in first 5 years, he said a free quality education. They not only they give free education, it has quality to it.
And it encompasses a lot of things, not just the beginning going to school, but this access again we talk about now one of the major things because if a possible say school day across the village where they for attend, they don't get access to them, it doesn't make any sense. For let the school go there, the Pekin are not able to go. Even Freetown when they feel say all this rosary, it's not because look the railway line bridge.
Exactly.
Concerns scam. Before we get for land for no say, then go block the road, plan even dates for begin the work. people still a struggle here and there. So a lot of things they we need for be done. We know say in season they come every year. Not like na magic where you go say, oh, we just wake up one morning and notice a pothole in a street or bridge and they we don't get issues we need for be fixed. Nothing we year in year out. You suppose for the plan ahead for no say this month to this month na raining season, and raining season na this we for cater for this community or this area for let people them not get challenges where they always don't they get, but every year the same issues. Now we don't keep the talk
like
from all we small and all we don't also the same issues, government in, government out. We just there around the same circle. No more they go round and round and round. It's really sad.
Even we self we sit down like the media houses, then they talk. We sometimes you tend to get tired because the same problem they every year. It's all like the one the way they edit the institution they're not the yearly, they're not they see, and when you go they all get them programs them. And government they allocate money to them. Don't know they allocate money to them. So who side the money they go? And at the end of the day, the blame again they can to the government. Sometimes the central government or even the one when at the head of the government, when at the president, they get so many other things the way they deal with. And make it a point individual then say, because we not able to do everything, una go head the MDs there. SLRA, what una they do? Even Freeton, look the pothole the way pack na the city. In fact, what they call themselves, then they make like a favor you they do for them. They are not even accessible for can talk to the citizens them. For let them tell them the problems. Why make the roads then dilapidated so? Are you taking the people for granted? Or I can forget say their offices their owner, all this power owner get today that the people and you and by turn power they done. Just make yourself accessible. If somebody they call you from a media house, pick the phone, answer and say A, B, C, and D are the problem. When you come out, you talk to the people and go know what's in are the problems. Look how the road then they look me not they even call them pothole anymore. Now gutters.
Yeah, baby graves.
Now gutter them. Anyway, that's gonna be a story for another day. But sometimes it's tough. And Sierra Leoneans are not a demand for much. They're not a demand for much. You go to another country, they see citizens them, then they ask for so much, then they take up na the streets, do protests. Look like Kenya, where the Gen Z they ready. Then put the government at a standstill. Just demand for waiting and supposed to forget. And it is not that too much for ask say, may God dump well. Look this particular village na Moyamba just shown now. How then go even get basic things then? Because if then they do farming self, not so everything then they get from the farm. If this road don't cut off, how much can then go inside for good things them where then go sell for let the citizens there able for live a comfortable life. Let me call man don't left na the villages or all on can pack fruit on.
Yeah.
They all don't can pack fruit on. So man then at the slums area then now where disaster happen and then they get affected.
Yeah, all the encroachments so we they talk about.
Now then they come.
Congestion and free tongue. I mean, it's just obvious, it's natural. If na myself then at the province, you know they get access to basic facilities and we're supposed for them at your community, you go for struggle. You go feel like say, oh, let's just move gonna the capital city. Because if you they feel like it's happening in the capital city, you just get for calm. Some man even sleep in the streets just for letting say are they free tongue. Because in community side they not they able to get access to basic necessities we're supposed for they now communities them. These are the social contracts where government is. And I don't even feel like the people need for remind you say this is what you are supposed to do. Because when you come in with manifestos. And then manifestos and they una can assume say don't get solutions to the problems. Una they identify all the problems them, make them find put in at the manifesto, suggest ways how una they plan say una they come for address the challenges. But no sooner you come into governance, the whole story they change. Waiting at the magic where they play, where story they change, we don't know. Now again we are going into elections. They don't begin come back. They don't begin say all the fine things. They don't begin dash the people money for confuse them because it's not convincing them say they can do it, but for confuse them. At the end of the day, put them into governance and just see 1-2 years down the line, they begin for complain the challenges, the external factors, as if you know foresee say external factors get for happen. We are human beings. So when they make promises, you get for be cautious, say yes. External factors and get for camo. That shouldn't be an excuse, say, now I make are not able for do this.
I make a campaign where CGG don't start, say, next elections, how people learn for votes.
Yeah.
One hospital,
Yeah.
good road, light, water. But again, as the time comes, so the politicians that don't come begin preach through tribal lines, through regional lines. Thank you. So, and we energy is so invested in politics than demanding from them politician they are waiting and supposed for Giwi. Everybody blind with colors, region, tribe. And it is our problem. Now I make delect today, look what in the happen. Now I make delect today, look what in the happen to the education sector. It saddens my heart for no say now exam malpractice they onto class 6 Pekin, well 10, 11 years old Pekin. Then they season results because them deeper exam malpractice. So we problems then too much as a nation. We're too small for go through them kind of problems there. And sometimes when they blame you leaders, they no more. Not all say for blame you leader. We say self when are the people we get we own problem or they contribute to some of these problems because you as Komra, they pull you picking from class 4. Just because you want to go sit NPSC, not test the picking IQ, you don't know if the picking mentally prepared or idede for go confront this public exam because you hope say you go bribe a teacher for let you picking get good marks, good grades. So we were in the run for country in terms of education. Look how broken our education sector is slowly becoming. When we are the contributing factor there because now we they go pay them teachers there. Now we they bribe them teachers there. Just one for one with the picking there. Where each certain level now it gets stuck. Anyway.
And lots need for be done. And the starts from within. If we as a people not change from within, we elect leaders then from outside can't put in a salon, it won't work. If we the people am not ready for no say, it's high time we begin to do the right things now with small corners them. Because now what you do a small corner when nobody know they see you. Now in the come na public where tomorrow you get position, you're not able to be accountable na that position where you hold. Then say patriotism, not wait you they talk. Now waiting you do when nobody know they watch you on behalf of salon. Now that same day you for do something where you know say really, if this come na public, I not go shame. But if you do something, your conscience they tell you say, hide or let them not see you. Just know say there is a problem with what you they do. Because if what you they do na corner, you forget say may not come na door, it's wrong. It's totally wrong. We not just go to say, oh, now the leader them, now the this them. We leader them, not to magic man them. Now from we same communities and come out. Now we family members them. Now we friends them. Now, so if we not change within, it's not going to happen. No magic, not there. We go pray just like how the chief minister say, like we pray Jesus come down. Nothing not go change if we not ready. Jesus said, go see Papa God go they update the watch. They say these people are not ready. Always talking about God go help we. Yes, God go help you, but God help you.
That's all they give God tough time.
Tough time. As the power wake in the morning, salon problem. If not so green na red. As the wake in the morning now, in call where they receive the first call. Now from salon. Papa God 90 so put your case left your case to God or left you a lot.
Anyway,
a lot is going on.
But we're not go tired. That is why we are here. You get a responsibility. I get a responsibility for ensure say we make this place we call home. Like me now, I'm getting passport. I get me not a dual citizen. Now that green book no more I hold on to, and this is where I call home. All my life. Now this country I don't leave.
Then they feel okay with and then another man can't go. Because this thing about freedom, when you don't know your country, you go notice say if you travel, you left go na other country. If you so like you can't go, you dey feel bet for come. There's this thing no more within you, they feel free. Even though you come back home, everything is not okay. You go up, you tap to the water, now the lights, not the. But when you did that sense of belonging, say this is home, that feeling, we all need for do something. Wherever you did, who sign at the corner where you fend yourself, whether na in governance, whether not so in governance, whether na market where they mix I didn't say they mix the palm with salt, soap and tap go red. I am like, why you want for mix palm with plenty salt so that it go look red, you not go sleep? Why you want for do that? Now government they do that.
Anyway, we'll talk to you on a cost week. On a line to
we used to
at the comment section the cost. Anyway, when they come back to see the tunis for wrap up. You don't talk a lot about on a party, you don't call on Suma and other people and for ensure say them pull this case na court for allow now for proceed with on a party activities. And eventually if this case come out na court, waiting next for the APC.
Well, the case come on a court. We all now need for come together as a party. Every interested party need for now work with the MPs as originally directed by the PPRC for make sure say we get smooth transition. We give the support to the IEMC for make them speedily conclude the elections then. And this we all get for take responsibility now. Flag bearer aspirants, district chairman, regional chairman. We serve as members of the party where they bring them boku petitions. I think, we all for now put this party at heart. Let we, focus on the bigger picture of coming together, electing our leaders as how the Constitution say, in a way we go be transparent and acceptable, go on and do with national delegates conference, elect with national officers then, and eventually with presidential candidates for lead we into the 2028 elections. Khadija, when I sit on they highlight the many issues, I sit on, they listen carefully. And I want for be involved, in now going district by district with my leadership where we go get for elect for the talk on their issues then they, and give clear, solution as to how we as a party when we take up governance, how we get for address the issues then they. These are things where people interested for Yeri. We see the way how things they go. For even Mambu, gets the mind for make that kind of statements they say election at 2030. Now because then feel say the opposition weak, and it's not supposed to be so. Once we have a team, once we have, there are gaps, but once we do elections, we have a team, we start functioning, and then everything will fall in place. But let we know they do things that we go hot with so much as a party. We go hot with ourselves to a point that we own membership and we own supporters themselves go tend for give up. And that is not where we want to be as a party.
Everybody thinking along this line?
Well, I hope say everybody they watch me and we all go pull with selfish cap there and wear the party cap and the national cap. We go make we all align with one goal, and that now foresee this country liberated with the APC in governance, and with a formidable team, we go come for take over, this country in a democratic way for sure, and for roll out programs them we go be beneficial to every Sierra Leonean, regardless of which corner of the country you dey, which political party you belong to, which social class you belong to, but we for able for cater to the needs of the people of this country.
On a party then a position where it be say if people like you we don't come out and talk some of the issues that the gaps them with some other supporters then go see you like the bad person. of the party. You feel say if you go now into the convention, this will cost you any position we go want?
I don't think so, because I go tell you, say, for me, it has never been about what people think or the perception way people get about me. It is always about waiting right and waiting go push the country and the party go before. In 2023, when we go Bintu Mani, after waiting happen and Bintu Mani, everybody been the highlight per we membership. Now me come out and talk. A lot of people been curse me then, but in the end, they see the reality. When it come to the registration, for start the membership registration, Khadija, the whole party be afraid for go. Anywhere, I mean lead sailor go start in the Southeast. And today, because of that move day, we are able to, when the issue of Dr. Samura Kamara in tenure end as per we constitution, where the party make the decision say, as per the constitution, 6 months done, if for cease for be leader, I spoke out because that is what the constitution said. It was not a popular view by some, but then I speak out because that's what the constitution say, and my conscience been very clear, and it is the same thing I do now. I don't do anything for please myself or for please anybody. I just want for be on the right side and for provide that guide day for let people understand, say, as politicians, we have a responsibility. And we responsibility as leaders of the APC now to we membership and to the people of this country. We activities, for being such that we for always be honest and truthful with we membership, and we for protect this thing we make we exist as a political party within the constitution of the APC. And as politicians, broadly, we for protect the national constitution and ask in the interest of the people of this country. And that, for me, they don't guide me all along. Whatever I may say here today, I just know, say, waiting me convinced for be the true. Now I don't talk. Now them I don't talk. Not to for please person, not to for talk against person. I know they in politics for gain anything rather than for serve me country, me party, and me conscience with God on my side. And that is what I carry with me.
So it's all the call you don't make now this morning for the senior people now wanna party and for assume for police case come out and court, so I go move forward. Waiting you message with the left with on a membership, because then they in the same confusion. No waiting exactly they go on whether the party is moving forward or on a day one place, how prepared on a day ahead of the elections. All of them questions and they didn't have their mind. Waiting you go left with them.
First of all, I want for say plenty thank you to all would have been elect me as national delegates at the national delegates conference. I sure say I don't play my role as national publicity secretary for this party, and I serve with the utmost best as the people of the party be expect of me. I still available for serve this party until I see say this party can have power 2028, and I will continue to do that in a very legal and legitimate way. Made a call on we all as members of the APC. If there is any time we will need for be united more than ever before now, we need for stand together in this, need for first of all come together, call on the national chairman, the secretary general, and all other leaders of the party for make them prevail on Ali Suma for let that matter they come on our court. And all assume say because the courts no stop we or the courts no instruct we for do anything, or some people and they give the impression say things then they happen at the background, we for count on that and sit down and not do waiting right by we constitution. Let us call, let the case come out, let we go by the PPRC directive, and let we all rally and continue with the elections then. We still get time for put together a formidable team for conclude the elections process in time for let we mount a very good and democratic fight for the 2028 elections. This court case not go help we. This court case not go help with democracy. This court case not go help this country.
All right, dear Tunis, many thanks for you joining me this morning for address issues within our party and self that of national and public interest. Now they end this edition of the Breakfast Show. Many thanks to Musa Saokoma and Michael Ayino Conte. We support we for giving technical support for bringing this edition come to you. Mina Khadija Bangura, they say have a good day.
All right, till we meet again, Mabel Kabade say get a lovely day and goodbye. The world, they move fast, especially in the social media space. Every second, plenty things they happen, but waiting actually you they look for. Interesting story then at the social media where they shape your life. So, not waiting they happen at the problem, but how it they affect you. Welcome to Trends. Also, we they bring you the real story them behind the social media noise. From technology, we don't take over the office them to see them where they happen to we every day. We they dig deep, ask the hard question them but then story here. Join the conversation every Saturday, 10 to 11 o'clock na morning, na all Liberty Online TV platform them.
Salon, they take action for every mama and every pikin. Together, we go reach zero. We all for take action, so no mama no go die where it give life. No pikin no go die from preventable sickness. No pikin no go left behind for take maclet. The race to zero, they on now.
But zero no go happen by chance. If you na mama or belle woman, take action, go na clinic early. If you na papa, take action, support mama, care you picking for maclet. If you na chief, take action, encourage belle woman them for go hospital for the well body one. We all for take action for save the life of we woman and picking them. So join with today for take action for reach zero. This message they come out from the Ministry of Health together with the Ministry of Information and Civic Education.
Watching